Time began. Earth was formed. Pangea separated. Humans came, couldn't answer some questions, and so the myths were born. The most famous mythical creatures ever being the Greek ones. Later came Romans, conquered Greece, took their gods and changed their names. Although Greek mythology is a bit complicated, we'll try and explain it as simple as possible. The story of the Greek mythology starts with the creation. In the beginning, there was chaos, and out of chaos, a godlike creature named Erebus was born. Erebus created Gaia, aka the Earth. Then Gaia single-handedly gave birth to Uranus, aka the sky. After giving birth to it, Gaia married Uranus. Of course. Together, they gave birth to 12 titans and 6 other creatures. Gaia didn't really like Uranus because he was a cruel husband and father, so she tried to get her children to attack him. All were too afraid except for the youngest titan, Cronus. Cronus and Gaia had set up an ambush, and then Cronus cut off his father's genitals? After that, Uranus kinda disappeared. Thus began the rule of Cronus. He married his sister Rhea and had a lot of children with her. Later on, he heard a prophecy that one of his children will eventually overthrow him, so he did the only natural thing that came to his mind. He ate all of his children and then left. Obviously. But he didn't eat them all. Rhea hid one from him, raised him, and named him Zeus. Zeus didn't really like his father because of all that child-eating thing, so he challenged him to a fight. He threw a lightning bolt at Cronus, which made him throw up all the children that he swallowed. Surprise, surprise. The children were now all grown up and ready to fight their dad. So began the war between the Titans and Olympians, aka the gods. Gods had won, and the Titans were exiled into Tartarus, a place which was the most horrible prison imaginable. Only one Titan wasn't exiled, and his name was Atlas. He was the leader of the Titans in the war, so his punishment was to hold the universe on his shoulders for all of eternity. Ain't that just cruel? Zeus and his fellow brothers and sisters decided to reside on Mount Olympus, which is why they are often referred to as the Olympians. There were 12 of them: Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Ares, Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Hermes, and Dionysus. Zeus was king of the gods and ruler of Mount Olympus, god of the sky, lightning, thunder, law, order, and justice. Hera was the queen of the gods and the goddess of marriage and family. She was Zeus's wife and sister. Zeus often cheated on her, so her hobby was to get revenge on Zeus's lovers and their children. Poseidon, except from being the coolest one, is also the god of the sea, water, earthquakes, and, you guessed it, horses. Hades was another cool god who ruled the underworld. He liked precious minerals, so that's why you can't bring stuff with you when you die. Thanks, Hades. So Hades stole this girl named Persephone, who turned out to be Demeter's daughter. Demeter argued with Hades, and finally they decided that she can have Persephone back every year for 6 months. Since Demeter was goddess of the harvest, she didn't let anything grow until she gets Persephone back. That's why we have winter. Hephaestus was the god of the forge. He was the guy that made all the lightning bolts for Zeus. He was also the ugliest god of them all. Surprisingly, his wife was Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. To be honest, Aphrodite didn't really love him and cheated on him with Ares, god of war. One day, Hephaestus had been summoned by his father, Zeus, who was having terrible headaches. Hephaestus, like any good son, took an axe and sliced Zeus's head. Out of the head came fully grown Athena, goddess of wisdom. So Zeus was her mom? Dad? Both? There's a religion that still worships these gods. It's called Hellenism, and it's been active since the 90s. The even cooler part of Greek mythology was its monsters and creatures. Typhoeus was the mightiest and the deadliest monster ever. He's a fire-breathing dragon with 100 heads that never slept. Zeus defeated him with lightning bolts and trapped him under Mount Etna. Many people falsely believe that the Sphinx is an Egyptian creature, but that's not true. It's Greek. It has a body of a lion, head of a woman, and wings of the eagle that make an awkward pet. Everyone knows about Cyclops, not the X-Men one. Cyclops is a giant with one eye and mad building skills. The Hydra is a snake with a venom so poisonous that only Hydra's breath is enough to kill a man. If its head were to somehow be cut off, 2 more would grow in its place. Again, you might confuse Hydra with the terrorist organization from Captain America. Don't. You're embarrassing yourself. Hydra, the terrorist organization, is fictional. The Chimera is probably the most awkward-looking creature of them all. It was a lion with a goat's head on its back, and its tail was a snake. On top of that, it could breathe fire, because Why not? Cerberus is a massive three-headed dog. He rose to fame after starring in a Harry Potter movie. Cerberus is most famous for its appetite and could eat more in a day than Furious Pete, Matt Stoney, and Joey Chestnut in a year combined. Everyone knows about the Minotaur, a human with a bull's head. The story goes that Minos got in a fight with Poseidon, and Poseidon made his wife, Persephone, fall in love with a bull. Thus came the Minotaur. At first, they raised him as a normal boy, but he was a bit aggressive, so Daedalus built a labyrinth and trapped Minotaur underneath. Years later, Theseus came and slain the Minotaur. Last creature that we're going to talk about is Medusa, girl that has snakes for its hair and a snake's tail for its legs. It is said that Medusa was once a normal, beautiful girl, but then Poseidon raped her. That's why she became that. If you were to look into her eyes, you'd turn into stone immediately. To be honest, she seems like a nice girl. I don't know. So, yeah, this is awkward. Where's outro? So, what do you guys... Thanks for watching. Here's the subscribe button. Please click it. Click like if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends if you think they're worthy. But seriously, subscribe for more of our content.